It's time once again for that time-honored tradition. I think we've done quite a few of them on this channel recently, where we do comments from trolls, and some of these are actually really good troll comments, and a couple of them are just ones I wanted to bring up. So I'm going to get started with William Edward Hackman. Dude, you don't have to put your first, middle, and last name into a comment that you're putting on Twitter. I mean, on YouTube, because...
I mean, you don't have to, but hey, props for... That's not your real name.
I bet you it is.
Hackman seems like a bit of a giveaway.
He says the following, and I don't remember what video this was. He says, "Oh, this was about us talking about Guzman 1611, whatever his name was."
Oh, yeah.
This guy felt it necessary to bear his testimony towards us, and he says, "I believe what the King James Bible says. The reason why I believe what the King James Bible says." Fuck this guy.
It's because the King James Bible tells me it's real.
Because I want to go to heaven when I die, not hell. That's a prison of your own making.
So far.
Yeah.
That's a prison of your own making there, sir. Evolution sends people to hell. I didn't realize that was the tenet. One of the... Did Charles Darwin write that in Origin of the Species? Like in the very...
Yeah.
No, Darwin says evolution sends people to Pound Town, if you're confused.
Well, that's where I want to go.
Yeah.
The only way to go to heaven is to believe in the King James... No, he doesn't say that. The only way to go to heaven is to believe on Jesus Christ for salvation.
Well, not really, because there are other books that have different ways to get there.
Book of Mormon says I'm going to heaven. I mean,
the
that's
Jesus
cool.
part isn't important. Get to the good part of this. The second half of this quote is amazing.
It makes an odd, really fucking odd, like 180-degree turn right here, where it's like,
I love this Dottism so much. Go, please.
I also play video games. Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Go wide with it.
Go on.
What else do you have to say, William? The video games that I play are called Total Annihilation and Total Annihilation Kingdoms and strategy games. I didn't realize that there's a video game called Strategy Games.
These aren't even like real video games. These are like mobile phone games.
I don't know, but
Total Annihilation Kingdoms. They really tied up all the plot holes from the first one in that one.
I play Civ 5 only. I only played that version of Civilization.
I don't know.
I only play the King James version of Civs.
Jesus called him to bear witness, and apparently what he called him to bear witness about was about pay-to-win video games.
Well, he gets like extra in-game gold for posting about it
on YouTube channels.
Oh my god, he's a gold farmer in his free time. He's a gold farmer for Jesus.
I play those games just for fun, not up my life or anyone's life. What the fuck does that mean?
That's
not up my life.
That's kind of the point of all games, isn't it?
I just
leave
believe
the word fuck out of there. I think it's supposed to be not fuck up my life.
For fun, what's the point?
I just believe what the King James Bible says. William, I don't know what to say to you, sir. Thank you for the weirdest fucking comment we've had this week. That just made my day. The next one that we have...
Maybe try reading a different book and playing better games. How about that?
Oh, God, there's so many games. There are so many games, William, you could play. Seriously. River of Faith says, do atheists really have nothing better to do or talk about than the attendance to a museum? This is just sad. And it's really funny because their avatar that they chose to pick is a picture of Noah's Ark, which is really funny. Mm-hmm. And then it says, the subtext here says, the Bible is historically true and scientifically accurate. I encourage you to read it. And I wrote back, I shouldn't have taken the bait here. I should have just like let this go. But I'm like, interesting that you think that we atheists have not read the Bible. Can you please point out to me specific points that the Bible is true? And they just went on a list of like, I know that Jesus was my savior, and then like somebody else commented later on where it's like, yeah, citation needed on every fucking thing that you just said right there. So.
I guess it's just like at this point I've just tuned out all of the religious parts of these kinds of comments, and I'm just obsessed with the video game detail, or like, you know, you pointed out the 3 name thing, so now I'm like, which is worse, the River of Faith or the 3 name thing? And I'm like, William Edward Hackman sounds at least respectable compared to the River of Faith.
I don't know. Yeah. Usually the rule that I go with is like anytime anybody's referred to as their 3 full names, they're a serial killer. You know?
Usually. That's
Edward James
that's
almost.
That's why I officially went from the 3 name thing to just my middle initial.
Well, that's a bit different. No, I mean, yeah, I mean he could be, but Edward James almost he murdered his face. You know, I mean, he should have not popped all those zits when he was younger.
Oh yeah, I'm sympathetic.
Yeah, Pam Stevens. Pam is one of my favorite new people because she just comes into comments and I'm replying back to her with a simple like, Pam, stop. Shh. Pam, shh, stop. No, stop it. And so Pam says, why do you even care? So you don't like it, so what? Pam, the reason we make videos about Ken Ham's arc is because lots of people come to see it and those lots of people sit through ads. That's why we continue to do it. Why put your energy into bashing the arc and Ken Ham? Because both of them are fucking stupid. Isn't it your face? Stupid. It isn't in your face every day, so give it a rest. That's not how entertainment works.
that's not no, but really it's not really that much energy we're putting into it.
No, the video that I made earlier this week that's gotten like 6,000 views is like something I did at 12:30 in the middle of the fucking night after I got off work, and I recorded it for 12 minutes and I posted it on YouTube. It's not like it took a lot of work, Pam. It really isn't, because we're not avatar characters. We actually put our faces attached to all this shit. And so it's not like it's a lot of work for us. And so you look like a fool obsessing over this vacation attraction. The more you talk, the dumber you and the other person look stupid.
Wait, who is the other person? Was I the other person?
I think it was you, Kyle. It's probably you, Kyle. Stop the obsession and go live a life without being ridiculous. I'm just the
other person?
The other, even though it has your name right there on the screen.
Brutal.
And then Pam continues with another comment a little bit later. And, like, she's posted one on almost every like Arc Park thing we put out there. What is wrong with you? You don't like this, so what? Walk away. Same goes for you, Pam. You don't really have to comment on this.
I like what she said, giving you the same advice. Like, she's the same advice that like you'd give a kid about a bully. Like if the Arc were like showing up and like trying to push you over in the playground, you could just like walk away from the Arc if you wanted to.
Just walk away from it. Just walk away.
Dude, he's not getting up in your face. Just leave him alone.
I nearly got my kid expelled from school one time for standing up to their bully.
Good parenting.
Well, because I went in there, I'm like, hey, you shithead. I didn't say that, but I said his real name. And I'm like, stop. Fucking stop.
What you should have taught him is get the bully to circumcise himself, and while he's lying on the ground in pain, you smash him with a rock. Right? That's how that works. I think.
I get like 30 pieces of silver for that. I can't remember the scoring
That's
method.
the Bible. That's how the Bible teaches you to deal with it.
Or get a bunch of bears
clever move.
Get a bunch of bears to maul all these little kids in the school.
Just find yourself a bear. Hey.
A she-bear at that. So you don't have to. Pam says you don't have to give this any more attention. Your foul language gives an impression that you have a very low IQ. Well, we're not very big on the IQ scale kind of thing because we're
not. Although, I mean, if we're gonna throw things around, there was a study about people that use foul lange.
Yeah.
Dude, you have to use so many swear words.
The fuck you talking about, man?
Yeah.
All right, dude. All right, who died and made you judge and jury over this one thing? Well, nobody died.
Oh, Jesus did.
But judge and jury over the Ark? Are you kidding me? There's so many other fucking YouTube atheists that have so many more people following him than we do talking about the Ark. We're just pissant little guys that are just like, nipping at the coattails of these things. Like, I have fun taking the piss out of Ken Ham. Fuck you.
If you all laid off the drinking, you could probably outlast him, and then you could be judge and jury after he dies. Maybe.
Yeah,
probably. I don't know, but that's not going to happen.
Let's see. Stop wasting your time and do something else that will make you happy instead of cussing out the people that made this and the people who go to it. This is a lot of outrage for nothing. And this is the one where I replied back to her. I'm like, Pam, shh.
It's a lot of kink shaming there at the end. I mean,
yeah.
This is what gets you going,
This does make us happy.
I get so happy making these videos because I get comments like this. And then we had somebody that this is nothing related to the comments from trolls we're doing here, but somebody was like, you're just a snowflake and all these things that you're doing, it just doesn't make any difference. I'm like, actually, your comment just made me money this week, so thank you for doing that. It was Throbby Cox, the guy that we talked about last week, where I'm like, hey, your comment made us money because we made a video about your comment to us. Did you get paid for your comment that you wrote to us? No, you didn't get paid for that. We did. So.
We did.
Thank you. Wrong side of the content provider line there.
I know. Yeah. It's like, nobody says you have to watch what we put out there. There's literally billions of videos on YouTube. You could watch people opening Kinder eggs for all you fucking care.
I mean, technically the algorithm says you have to watch, and you do because you have no free will, but
right.
You guys are profiting off of that, so it's fine. It's cool.
Please bring me on the show to talk about determinism versus free will. That would be great. I love that discussion.
Determinism versus YouTube's autoplay feature. Yeah, that's what we want to talk about.
There are a lot of times I just let it do whatever it wants, but most of the time I am pretty happy with the results of it. So anyway, Generic is our next person that wants to talk to us here. And this is a case study in ignoring troll. I mean, okay, I don't take stock in the, don't feed the trolls kind of thing. I like feeding the trolls because it's funny to hear them flip out over shit. But there's occasionally, every once in a while, a troll that will feed themselves. And this is what Generic is doing here. He says, you three stooges can demean a kid for 20 minutes, but he can't say Bill Nye is stupid, which he is plenty of. He's probably a lot smarter than you, Generic. Anyone who doesn't agree that Bill Nye is a total clown is a total clown.
Did you guys make fun of a kid at some point?
Well, we did a video.
No. Yeah.
There was a young Earth creationist kid that did a video based on Ken Ham talking about how DNA passing down from generation to generation is a lot like taking a photo and like photocopying.
Oh,
and over again.
Bill Nye, not Ken Ham.
Ken Ham. Bill Nye, sorry. And so we made a video that was super nice. We didn't cuss once. We didn't attack the kid at all. We talked about his positions and ways that he could have made a better argument as a way of saying, hey, you're new at this. You're obviously have a passion for YouTube and everything. I would love to hear more from you, but you need to make your argument more cogent because you're just saying, Bill Nye, you're stupid. Evolution is stupid. And we're like, no, that doesn't really fly. We're hoping
evolution is stupid. Like, look at this. Like, look at all of this.
Oh, yeah. Evolution is complete shit. It does
all three of us have some form of facial hair.
Yeah. It does a really shitty job at actually making things good. But
yeah, that's how we ended up with squirrels. Anyway, so we talked about this kid, and it was mainly me hoping that this kid eventually one day will wake up to all the shit that he's been brought up in, because he's obviously homeschooled and obviously one of these people that is lost because his parents are in a church that he has to parrot a lot of the shit that his parents believe, kind of thing. And I'm hoping that in the future, because YouTube's probably not going to go anywhere for a while unless we lose the internet, it's going to be here for quite a while. Maybe this kid in the future can come back to that video every once in a while and be like, these guys were really honestly trying to help me out, trying to point out, where my argument was wrong and everything. It's probably one of the few moments on the show where we haven't been vindictive assholes and tried going after somebody, instead trying to help somebody. And we've gotten a lot of really positive comments on it, and it's really great. But Generic here was really pissed off about it. And so after he made that one comment, I didn't say anything to him, and nobody said anything to him because everything he posted.
He did. Yeah, there was some
other people were fighting him, but all of the comments in response to this went into the what is it? The moderate queue that I have out there that we have on YouTube. And he says, "Show me this mistake and stop blabbering."
Yeah, there was somebody who pointed out. So you can see on his comment, he edited it. So his original comment was just riddled with mistakes.
Yeah.
Just riddled with spelling and grammar mistakes and words out of place. And somebody called him out on it. It was great. It was just hey, if you're going to call people out if you're going to call somebody a clown, you should probably not look like a complete asshat yourself.
And then he continues, "Show me the mistake, bitch." And then another one after that. "The only mistake I see here is engaging in conversation with a dickhead. And then there was another one that says, "Show me the error in my post, asswipe." And it's like just continuing levels of somebody just like screaming into the void, like,
There
debate
were like,
me. Debate me.
There were like two.
Is this Ben Shapiro's alt account? Is that
it's kind of what it was. There was somebody who like responded to this twice to say, "Hey, you made a bunch of like stupid mistakes in this, and you look like an idiot." And then they responded back again and say, "Hey, we can see that you edited your comment." And then started like show me my mistake. Like, you edited mistakes, but you still like left half of your mistakes.
Are they not allowed to post the no lie detected meme on YouTube?
I wish we could.
Technology not made it there yet.
We're not there yet. We're not there with GIFs and pictures yet. Well, the minute we do, I stop paying attention to comments anymore.
It's a little odd for a purely visual medium.
Yeah, I mean that's like half of what my comments would be to people.
GIF comments, yeah,
just GIFs.
Just be Shaq getting up and walking away while laughing over and over and over again. That's the best GIF of all time. By the way,
that or the entirely Donald Glover GIF comment, GIF replies.
We did get a comment earlier this week, and it follows on X's maxim here, where the worst shitty YouTube comment troll that we get is always on a Saturday. And the one we got today is like, just from 20 seconds of me watching this video, I can tell that you're a bunch of assholes or something like that, or you're a bunch of idiots.
Yeah.
Or something to demean our intelligence levels. And it was like, and he spelled it Y-O-U-R instead of Y-O-U''re. And, just me being the grammar Nazi that I am, I corrected him. And so,
first impressions matter.
Uh-huh.
I mean, yeah, if you're gonna call somebody out for their intelligence, at least make sure your grammar's right. I mean, honestly, that's not that fucking hard.
No, it's not. It's like 101. That's troll 101.
Yeah.
Who has time to like sift through YouTube and like call people dumb? I just want who's posting comments on the internet at all, much less like these kind of comments.
I've learned, honestly, in my last couple of years of interneting, where I'm like, I don't have to comment. Nope. I don't need to put anything out there. I can just lurk and read all these things, and I don't have to open myself up to attack. I don't have to worry about what somebody else might say to me. I can just take my opinion and go with it.
Yep.
Just
let it pass. That whole existence is suffering thing that you were talking about earlier.
Oh, yeah.
You could non-attach from that anytime you want.
Sure. Yeah, we're getting to the point where, a good portion of comments are really just people. It's the equivalent of people just like exposing their genitals.
I view pretty much any internet comment as a call for help, right? Like
a little bit.
That's how I'm
here's my opinion. Here's my opinion. It's really the equivalent of look at my dick. No, I don't want to. No. Here's my unsolicited opinion.
Most comments I see, I always reverse it back onto the person, where it's like, you guys are a bunch of fucking idiots. Like, oh, do you have problems with like feeling like you're inadequate when it comes to intelligence and stuff? Like, is your life hard? Do you have a problem with like working a menial job? Is that what your problem is? You feel like you need to like lash out at somebody? I don't know. I kind of reverse it a lot of the time, and I'm like, I actually end up feeling a lot of empathy for the people that leave us shitty comments.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the art of the burn gone? Like, there's an art form to this, right? You read Shakespeare, and people used to like construct a proper burn, and it's just like, you're dumb.
You're so stupid.
Do some work, motherfucker.
There's no effort. Every now and then, we will see like a good, proper, burn or somebody taking down something we say, and that's fantastic.
Yeah,
put on a nice shirt, buy me a drink, and then make fun of me. Come on.
The best example of that was when Riss and Ari made like seriously fucking roasted us.
Oh yeah,
that was delicious that was
fantastic.
Hecking the sis that we got on that one is like, yeah, we are just a badly edited version of cognitive dissonance. Yeah, that's a great fucking burn,
Fair.
And I agree with it. Anyway, thanks for the comments from trolls. We'll continue to have more of these because we have finally broken 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. So hooray!
Which is so weird because that was like in a year.
Yeah, 700 last year, 4,000 this year.
Nice.
That's fucking weird.
Congrats.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Anyway, we'll catch you next week with more of it.